I'm gonna cry over the freaking handler's backstory that they're just giving us little hints and tidbits over. Like, I'm actually, like, because I was, like, looking at her, and she's, like, looking at Anya and smiling. It's like, is this healing? Hello, and welcome to Chikanime. Y'all, I have been through it. I was not expecting a 3-parter, so I watched the Penguin episode and was like, oh, that's cute, let's keep going. And then it turned into this, I feel like, it almost feels like a movie. Like, the last 3 episodes. Like, it's like, what? Oh, and I think the last 3 were like the start of the second half, right? I think the Penguin was the last part of part 1, right? And these last couple of episodes have been like the start of season 1, part 2, and I'm just like, God, I can't even imagine having watched these in the moment, like one right after the other, because that would have just been so difficult to do. I would have lost my mind. Like, fully lost it. Oh, I don't even know. Like, last episode I had almost nothing to say because it was just so freaking intense, and the handler has been through it. Like, I really did like how they pushed the like, these young fanatics, essentially, or these young patriots are like all in on the idea of war and getting rid of the West or whatever, even though we still don't know very much about the actual policies of either the West or the East. They feel they're young patriots, right? And they want a war, but like they don't know what it's like to actually experience one. Handler and Twilight do, and like, God, they've really, that was a rough scene when she was explaining, like, she was like, has this ever happened? How about this? How about this? And like really getting in to the true brutality of it all, and like, because they don't know. They don't know what they're asking for, essentially. It was rough. That was hard. It was hard to watch. It was really difficult to see. And now I'm worried that Twilight's gonna kill a dog, and I don't want him to do that. I understand that it might be necessary, but I don't want him to. The dog's, just literally doing what it was trained to do. So kill Keith. He is doing this on purpose. The others might have there might be saving the others. There might be saving of the others. It might be possible, but I don't know. Keith seems too far gone. Anyway, that's enough stalling. I just needed some time to like come down from that last episode. I feel like I deserve it. So I've made myself a whiskey. It feels very spy-like to have a whiskey. Maybe I should have like a suit jacket or something just to feel extra spy-esque instead of like a purple shiny shirt. Anyway, before I do begin though, I just wanted to give a shout out to Marta, Kira, Ayanami. Thank you for watching. Let's see here. Who else should I say thank you to? Thanks to Zach. Thanks, Zach. And let's see here. Who else should I thank? Pena. Let's thank you, HawkX1. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It really does help. Thanks for being a patron. We could not be here without you. I do understand that, not everyone can be one at the moment, which we do understand. If you are, you get these videos early and unedited. And if you can't, it really does help if you leave a like or subscribe to the channel, comment. All of that's very helpful. Like I said, I need a drink after that last episode. But now here we go. Well, I think we're wrapping up this saga. I think. my puppy. Good. I'm glad. I was hoping that he would shoot the bomb off of the dog instead of shooting the dog. I feel like, yeah, I know this is like, it doesn't seem like the kind of anime that they would kill a dog, but, you know, it didn't seem like the kind of anime necessarily where a lady was gonna shove her stiletto through somebody's mouth and, like, you know? Like, that, it didn't seem necessarily like that kind of show either. It didn't seem necessarily like the kind of show where you're gonna watch a guy shove cigarettes into somebody else's hand and then make him eat the ashes. Like, it didn't seem like that kind of show either. I don't know what to expect. Oh my god, she's Batmaning him. I love it. She's like, oh, I saw you. You took my daughter again. Jesus. Hi. I found one of the terrorists. He hit a pole. I'm just a normal housewife happening to be passing by again. You know, I didn't have anything to do with any of these things either time. Bye-bye. The Estonia police or whatever. No, Waistra? I don't know. Whatever. The police of the East are gonna be having like a there's a lady who keeps being involved with certain takedowns of these terrorists, and she keeps just disappearing. She's gonna become like a shadow figure for the shadow government.
こんなところで何を譲渡会に向かったのでは。
父のトイレが心配で戻ってきた。
アーニャさんが心配で追いかけてきました。
And yet we came from different directions. You don't need to worry about it.
危ないから一人でちょろちょろするなといつも言ってるだろう。ごめんなさい。怪我はなかったか。
犬さんが守ってくれたから。
He's a good dog. He's a good boy.
失礼。保安局の者だ。中央で起きた事件について捜査している。ではその犬もテロリストどもに訓練された犬と見て間違いなさそうだ。うちで引き取らせてもらおう。や
だ。アーニャこの犬さんがいい。
He saved your life.
何言って。
アーニャこの犬さんか。
ダメだ。その犬は悪者の犬。
アーニャのこと助けてくれたもん。
Yes.
でかいのがいい。
わがまま言うな。
この犬さん飼ってくれなきゃアーニャグレて学校辞める。
あ、何言ってるんだ。なんでそこで学校が。アーニャ。
She's got them on freaking lock. Like oh my god, she's brilliant. Like 100% on lock. She knows exactly what to do.
まではオペレーションストリクスの危機だろう。仕方ない。
それはそうですが。
お前の観察下において厳重に管理しろ。調査研究は他。
I do understand why he'd be worried because the dog was trained by terrorists. So it's like I can understand why he would be concerned just full stop by that in and of itself. Like there's a reason that like they don't recommend that pit bulls who have been trained to fight go to families with young children. You know, you have to rehabilitate them, but even after they can be rehabilitated, you probably shouldn't have an ex-fighter with your 2-year-old. Just in general, like it's seems like a bad plan. So it's like I get why he is upset and why he would be worried about it.
他にも犬さんいっぱいいたけど、警察屋さんで意地悪されちゃう。
安心しろお嬢ちゃん。いい子じゃないか。
人の苦労も知らん。
いや、わかるよ。私にもあれくらいの娘がいた。
Oh,
よかったですね、アーニャさん。ワンちゃんさん。
handler. God. I'm gonna cry over the freaking handler's backstory that they're just giving us little hints and tidbits over. Like, act like... I'm actually, like... Because I was, like, looking at her, and she's, like, looking at Anya and smiling. It's like, is this healing? I don't know why that affected me so much. I guess I really, you know, because it's clear she lost her daughter, and, like, all of that stuff that she said in the other one about the things that she's lost because of war. I wasn't expecting to cry. Oh my god. Okay. I'm fine. I've only had like 2 sips of this too. It's not even like I've been drinking. It really got me. Wow. That... I'm fine.
私ってば今日悪者さんを倒して人知れずお国の平和を守っちゃいました。
Two bad guys
爆
even.
弾止められたのアーニャのおかげ。アーニャ世界救った。
Yes, she did.
かろうじて東西の緊張は回避できたが、体がもたん。胃が痛い。
He's had a hard day, hasn't he? He's had a really tough day, and he doesn't even know half of what Anya did.
ここどこだって顔ですね。
Yay!
いらっしゃいませ犬さん。今日からここがお前んち。
お前じゃなんだし、名前つけてやらんとな。
名前。
Borf!
8号ほら餌だぞありがたく食え電圧を上げろこれ以上
アーニャさん。星がダメならやっぱり仲良し作戦しかない。次男の家に行って父の任務成功させる。
何？犬飼っただと？うちの犬とどっちがでかいか勝負だ。連れてこい。
Okay, so I mean, honestly, that is the closest thing that she's had. Like, that might happen. Like, that's as close to like her imagining how things are gonna go. It's usually super, super off. That might actually, he would.
なんか用かよ。
アーニャんち犬いる。
だからどうした？
Like, honestly, also a fair reaction, though. I've got someone you're not really friends with comes up to you and goes, guess what? I've got a dog. It's like, great. Okay. Like, what does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
名前なんて言うんだ？
犬。
貴様に犬を飼う資格はない。絡んで損した。
ガーン。名前どうやって決めるかって？可愛い食べ物とかお花の名前から取ったり、見た目、白髪、パパかママに決めてもらった方がいいそうね。あーにゃセンスない。
Little bit. Doggies.
ドッグパーク。犬さんもはしゃげ。このままじゃアーニャパークになっちゃう。
He doesn't know how. Oh, he doesn't know how to play. He's been in a lab his whole life. Oh, teach him how to play, Anya. Her too.
お前の名前はラッキーバニラプリンセス3世。
I feel like Anya and Mr. Dog here, I'm gonna call him Borf for now, not Lucky Vanilla Princess the Third. Like, they do have, so, like, in common. Like, she also grew up basically in a lab. Like, I keep forgetting about that, but they did this to her too.
あれあれれあれれれれあーにゃ手袋なくしたどこ
The staller. The little stall baby.
あーにゃの手袋
俺が見つけたお宝だ
He's like, you were saying?
皆さん
悪の組織に奪われたあなたの腹巻き取り返してまいりましたハニー姫
お前ボンドマンみたい取り返してくれたそういやお前も手袋してるな
She gave him a little bow tie. I remember seeing the bow tie in the closing credit, I think, but I was like, I thought it was like a one-time. He got a bow tie.
ボンドお前に最初のミッションを与えるこのドッグフードを完食するのだ
Okay.
上げすぎるなよ
ここがお前のトイレだここ以外でしちゃうと綺麗好きの母が切れるかもしれない殺されうんちだった臭い
I mean, if you're not gonna take him outside, I guess.
ロイドさん見てください
なんです
遊び疲れて寝ちゃいました何ですかこれは天使ですか
今日は勘弁してやるか
Aw.
しましょう
He's like, I guess that's just too cute. I can't wake her up and make her study now. Yes. That one did, in fact, close the loop on that particular, arc. Oh, cute. We have a puppy now. Again, I could have seen that, that plan with Damien working. I can see that. I could see it working. Just because seems like he is the kind of kid who would be like, want to one up everybody in every way that he possibly can. And, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and look at this comment here from a year ago. It's me. People that are seeing this in the future are lucky they can binge watch instead of having to wait for new episodes. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've just been saying this whole time that I could not even imagine not being able to Oh my goodness. Okay, I lost track of thought there for a second because this episode made me freaking cry. I went through the emotions in this episode. Handler made me cry. Becky made me awe. Again, but I can, like I was trying to say earlier and I got all everywhere. Damien, I think, could potentially have been swayed by the my dog is bigger than your dog argument. Like, we need to prove that this isn't the case kind of thing. I could have seen that working. I knew it wouldn't because it's still Damien and he likes to pull the rug out from under me. And also none of her little, like, this is what's going to happen things work because she can't see the future. But I mean, I love that, like, we still got Becky being awesome. Like, I love Becky. I like that Damien actually did try to be nice for a second there, but she was so thrown by the question that she lost it again. I don't know. I've been really enjoying it, and like this last couple of episodes have really put me through the ringer emotionally, which I wasn't expecting. But I cannot wait to see where they take me next. So until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.